Hi. So you probably clicked on this video because the title says something about FOMO. And if you're experiencing FOMO, and guess who's experiencing FOMO? Me! So, with summertime coming around and stuff, a lot of people are having travel plans. And a lot of my friends, because like I'm not that far removed from school and I do my kung fu place that I train at, there's a lot of younger people, so there's students and stuff. A lot of them have this thing called a summer break, and I technically kind of am having one in the way that, my employment is just interesting. Like, there's not a lot of scheduling going on, so I basically don't even know if I actually have a job sometimes. And like, same with like the restaurant that I work at, it's kind of I go on when I feel like it, but also things are not going the best with the boss. So, yeah, but like what that means that I don't really have a lot of just like spare money to be like, oh, let me go take this trip. A lot of people that I know, especially ones who are close to me, get to leave the country for some trip or whatever, right? And I think it's hard to say that I don't feel that way, especially with things going on in the US. And I don't think it's getting political. I'm just being honest about the state of this world. And if you think that's too political, then maybe this isn't the video for you, right? But yeah, I don't know. Like, I have absolutely no script this time. I just really want to rant about my feelings of having FOMO. Because, I was so privileged enough to have had an amazing exchange year that I've mentioned in almost every single one of my talking videos that like ended almost a whole year ago. And I was gone for a whole year. So the fact that it's almost been the same amount of time that I've been gone now is crazy. And I'm gonna tell you that exchange year, like I said, was literally the best year of my whole life. And it was like my escape from reality. And I know that you have to like come back into reality as much as I don't want to, right? But yeah, I got to go abroad for that, and like, why I want to leave so bad, and why part of the reason why I'm feeling this FOMO is that it's because I'm stuck in a place where I didn't get to choose the people that I know. Like, because I grew up in this area, right? And I want to be in a place where I can start fresh and not know anybody, so that they can't be like, because I'm like, ethnically Chinese, in case you visibly cannot tell. But I like go around, and then there's like these aunties and people that I know that I don't often want to interact with, but am kind of forced to, because let's say they know my family members or something, right? And like they point out stuff like, oh, you've gained weight, or like, oh, you've lost weight, or like they just comment stuff about your body that it's kind of like, did I forking ask you? Did When did I ask for a cup of your freaking opinion? Never. So you can have your money back, and please never give that opinion ever again, because I don't want to hear you speak. If you think that's mean, well, I honestly think it's kind of mean to comment on people's bodies when you don't even know them that well. Or if you're not even that close with them. Or why don't you just not comment on people's bodies because it has nothing to do with you? So, knowing people and like not having the choice to just avoid them at all costs, because I mean, I kind of still want to have a social life, right? And the social life in the area that I usually deal with is people that like I already said, people that I know. And the FOMO that I feel is that other people, they get to travel and they get to start fresh and see people and meet people that they don't know. And this is what I mean by I want to move out so bad. And so, like, not only do I have FOMO for just traveling in general, I have FOMO for, like, people who have moved out already. And it's like, you know what? I get it. I don't have to currently pay rent as somebody who is living in my parents' house. But I'm sacrificing a lot at the same time. And it's because of the economy being the way that it is. I'm way too qualified in a normal economy to be experiencing this kind of interesting situation with employment, but I know that I'm not the only one, because so many people have been talking about their current situation when it comes to employment, or more should I say lack thereof. And so without that money, I can't just pick up my things and just leave, right? Because I'm the kind of person where I'd rather pay the money for rent than to sacrifice my mental health. And so the FOMO of seeing people travel, the FOMO of seeing people move out, the FOMO of seeing people like just do stuff that I wish that I can do, but currently am not in the position to do so because I do not have the amount of savings that I should be at in order to just be like, oh, yes, I can spend it on this, I can spend it on that, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, I get it. I'm a privileged person. You probably can tell from the background that, like, I mean, like, the place that I'm living in is, like, decent. It's pretty good, right? Um, but I think that everybody should be allowed to talk about, whatever they're experiencing. And I'm over here talking about FOMO that I'm experiencing. And I have every right to talk about it? So yeah, I feel like there's probably so much more that I could say in this video, but like I guess overall the main point is that I just want to say that if you are feeling FOMO, that I completely understand you, and that just know that you are so not alone. And in fact, if you are feeling it, please comment it down below, because I want to be able to have people that I can talk with about this. And like in other videos, right, I may be like, please comment this or that, and it's like because I definitely want some engagement. But like for this one, genuinely, it probably would be really comforting to see if somebody relates to me, because I know that there are people who do, but it's just like nice to see it with my own eyes, and have them actually interacting with me. And it's not like I want people to suffer mutually, but man, it's at a point in my life where I'm just like feeling different every day. Like I have like ups and downs, and it's just like so inconsistent. Whereas like when I was, living in another country, or like going somewhere in another country, and it's like I get traveling is different from living somewhere, but I can assure you that leaving a community in which I get to start fresh is going to literally solve like at least 70% of my problems. I'm not even exaggerating, and I don't need anybody else to tell me that that's not how it is, because that is exactly how the frick it is. Um, but yeah, I guess I don't really have a lot more to say. Oh, I guess I could think of another thing, which is, um, the only weather I love is summer, like summer weather. And I don't care how sweaty and disgusting I get, I love summer. And the problem with that is that right now, it's summer. But because I live in the Midwest, summer does not last for long. And so is the case for other places, in this on this planet. And so my favorite time to travel is during the freaking summer, but I feel like I'm just like, if I do get like a more stable job during the summer, that means that I'm not going to have that, have as many days as I want to travel, like I said, right? But then if I don't get the job, then I don't have the money to just spare like that. So, yeah, you get my drift. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much done ranting. Like, it's just a really low effort video of me talking about experiencing FOMO and hoping that people relate. But yeah, just like I said 10 billion times, you very much are not alone, and we're in the trenches together if we are in the trenches. But we're gonna make it out even if we don't feel like it. I'm saying this as a cope to myself, if I'm gonna be honest, but also I'm sure that other people could benefit from hearing this. You will get out of the hard spot that you're currently at, even if you don't feel like it. I believe in you. I believe in myself. You should believe in yourself, even if you don't feel like it. Yes, let's go. Let's go, guys. All this FOMO you're experiencing is temporary. Bye bye.